I just spent 3 weeks and $347 testing every AI tool that content creators are calling game-changing, and I was completely wrong about what actually works. One of these tools literally cut my editing time from 4 hours to 23 minutes, but it wasn't the one everyone's talking about. Look, I've been skeptical about AI tools for content creators because most feel like gimmicks. But after forcing myself to use nothing but AI for 3 weeks straight, I discovered something that honestly blew my mind. Subscribe if you want the full breakdown of what actually saves time versus what's just marketing hype. Here's how this went down. I picked 7 AI tools that kept showing up in my feed, set a strict budget, and documented everything. No cherry-picking results, no sponsored content, just me figuring out what's actually worth your money in 2026. First up, Jasper AI for scripting. I'll be honest, I expected this to suck. I fed it my usual video topics and the first draft was terrible. Generic, robotic, exactly what you'd expect. But here's where it gets interesting. I started treating it like a writing partner instead of a replacement. I'd give it my rough outline, let it expand on specific sections, then rewrite in my voice. This workflow cut my scripting time from 2 hours to 47 minutes. Not because the AI wrote my script, but because it handled all the boring research and structure work. Next, Descript for editing. This is where I almost missed something completely. Everyone talks about the transcription feature, but the real magic is the Remove Filler Words button. I uploaded a 47-minute recording with my usual us and awkward pauses. 1 click later, clean audio. Then I used the text-based editing to rearrange entire sections by literally cutting and pasting text. My normal 4-hour edit took 23 minutes. I'm not exaggerating. Smash like if this is helpful so far. It genuinely helps the channel reach more creators. Thumbnail creation with Midjourney was weird. I spent 2 hours learning the prompts, and honestly, this drove me crazy at first. The faces looked off, the text was unreadable, classic AI problems. Then I discovered the secret. Use it for backgrounds and concepts, not finished thumbnails. I'd generate a sick background or pose concept, then composite real photos on top. My click-through rate went from 4.2% to 7.8% in 2 weeks. That's not luck, that's data. Now, 11 Labs voice cloning. This genuinely surprised me. I fed it 20 minutes of my voice and got back something that sounded exactly like me. Creepy but useful. I used it to fix audio mistakes instead of re-recording entire sections. You know when you nail a take but mess up one sentence? Now I just type the correction and drop it in. Saved me 3 hours last week alone. Wait until you see what happened next with content planning. vidIQ's AI coach became my secret weapon. Not for the keyword stuff everyone talks about, but for content gaps. I'd feed it my channel analytics and it would spot trends I completely missed. It told me my audience watches 40% longer when I include specific numbers in titles. Found that pattern in 23 videos where I never connected the dots. Now every title has concrete data, and my average view duration jumped 34 seconds. But let's be real, not everything worked. Pictory AI for automated video creation was trash. The B-roll choices made no sense, transitions felt robotic, and the pacing was off. I wasted 6 hours trying to make it work before giving up. Same with most AI writing tools for YouTube descriptions. They sound like corporate press releases, not YouTube content. You still need to write like a human. Here's what actually changed my workflow. I'm not replacing human creativity. I'm eliminating the boring stuff. AI handles research, transcription, filler word removal, and pattern recognition. I handle strategy, personality, and final creative decisions. Total time saved per video, 4.5 hours. That's an extra video per week, or actually having weekends again. The craziest part? We're still early. These tools will be 10x better by the end of 2026. If you're not experimenting now, you'll be way behind. Drop a comment. What's your biggest time sink in content creation? I'm testing productivity AI tools next week and want to know what problems to focus on. Next video, I'm using AI to clone my entire YouTube channel and seeing if it can run itself for 30 days. Subscribe so you don't miss that experiment.